This is the final day. I made it. I guess this is technically 32 days that I did. There were some ups and downs. There were some things that did not work out that well. The biggest, the biggest lessons of this media fast, I think, are how important it is to create structure instead of trying to use human will. Because willpower, we don't have much of it, and we do not have the ability to push ourselves through massive changes when the context doesn't support those changes. So having an environment, fellow people who will support you, that's all really critical. And the other thing is little bites, just little bites of the new habit are good. That's setting the stakes, setting the pattern properly. It wasn't all perfect. I had some days I just wasn't doing the right thing necessarily. But what I did get out of all of this is really definite evidence of how productive I can be when I'm not addicted to media. And I got a lot of awareness too of what it is that's driving that addictive pattern. That most of the time it's a soullessness, it's a emotional pain I'm not processing. It's an escape from the stresses of my actual life, which are not going away. And by temporarily numbing the mind through media, they don't go away. They continue to build in the background. And they are worse when you're finally going back to the situation. So in no way, shape, or form do I think this is a crutch. I don't think media is really benefiting me in those ways. I think that I need to be very choosy about what I watch, just as someone might be choosy about what they eat. It has to be the best I can get, and have a purpose. Do I eat because I'm bored, or do I eat because I'm hungry? Do I consume media because there's something I am trying to get, or am I consuming it because I've got free time? And the real beauty of not filling free time with media is that you think about things you never think about. And I just felt so much more present with people and myself in the last 32 days. And the other thing to watch out for is so many times I emotionally felt this desire for a craving for some movie or TV show, something that was familiar to me, and I realized I was really craving an energy from a specific scene in a specific movie. It wasn't I wanted to watch that whole movie. I just wanted that little clip. And what I wanted from that little clip was not to consume it, but to express it, to feel that energy inside myself. And so with that awareness, it changes the whole game. Like if I were journaling every time I had a media craving, which I didn't do, but I would recommend it, I could write down exactly what it is I'm craving and anticipate why it is that's feeling lacking in my life right now. Because there's so many energies that we can summon into our mindset by just using our imagination, by just moving into those other energies. And then we aren't beholden to some external power to get what we need. The biggest thing moving forward is going to be that I don't go back to the way things were. This was not a diet. This was a detox. This was a resetting of what I do, of how I behave in my life. I am not going back to incessant phone and media addiction. I'm not going to be watching YouTube videos every night. I'm not going to be scrolling Facebook every time I'm in the bathroom. That's a no. That's toxic for my mind, for my focus, my ability to focus, my ability to set my mindset. Really, it's like there's too much stuff in there. You don't have time to process and prepare for the real things that matter. So, our culture is a little screwy with all the consuming that we're encouraged to do, because most of what we consume is it's a parallel to what we really want. It's a false decoy. And if we would just go for what we really want instead, we would be happier. We would be feeling fulfillment. I don't want to consume media. I want to create media. And of course, I'll consume some media from time to time, but it's not a substitute for creation. So moving forward from here, I'm going to continue to basically do what I've been doing. I'm not going to do videos on it every day, but I am going to continue to be highly restrictive of my media consumption and basically leave it till the end, not pre-reward myself with media that's going to sort of wear my brain out in a particular area where I might need that exact part of my consciousness to produce something. Instead, I'm going to do my work. I'm going to excite myself about the work that I'm doing. Work may be not the right word for it. Maybe it's my play, my creation. I could say I've got to go into creation mode. And I do that instead of consuming media, which just basically numbs me from whatever emotional problems I'm feeling. So yeah, I hope this was useful to you in some way, and let's all be helping each other in this time of information and media and consumption. We're in a troubling time, and we need to be more conscious, not less.